High Fidelity, kind of like our guy Jack Antonoff did in the Zoe Kravitz led remake of a 2000 movie starring John Cusack. Have you seen this? Have you seen the movie?
I watched it on Saturday. I had never
Ah,
seen this.
what'd you think?
It was good. I liked it. I was unfamiliar with the film as well as the original novel from Nick Hornby, of which it's based.
Mhm.
It's kind of funny watching the movie for the first time just now, recently. I was like, I could totally see this in New York. And sure enough, this remake moves everything to New York City, just like how the movie moved it from London to Chicago. So it's kind of cool to see the ever growing change of high fidelity adaptations. But yeah, I mean, it's a gender flip, it's a modern telling. It was cool to see them both in such succession because obviously there's some more obvious cues and homages to the movie that are in the show that obviously I caught because I had just seen the movie.
Mhm.
And then seeing where they changed and diverted or gave time to, I think it was really great. Honestly, I really enjoyed my time with this, and I think it was really smart way to adapt something.
Yeah, as I was watching it, I think I found myself. Um, I definitely enjoyed most of it, but I was also left a little bit like I don't know. I didn't know if all of it hit, and I think there were parts where it felt a bit. I don't know, like I had seen elements of the story before, like the mess up who can't get out of her own way or out of their own way, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of keeps jumping from relationship to relationship but can't figure out why. I thought the concept of kind of like exploring like why does this always happen to me and going back and talking to the exes was interesting,
Yep.
but wasn't necessarily I think executed all like perfectly in all senses, but still for a show that I was just kind of like, yeah, this is a good way to spend a weekend and kind of see what's going on. I found myself hooked and jumping from episode to episode. Um, and Zoe Kravitz, man, she's just a delight to watch. Like she's just really a star, and I think the way she carries herself in this is so like uh, believable, but also still like watchable, if that makes sense. Like she
Mm-hmm.
seems real, but it's still fascinating. Um,
Yeah, it's great to see Zoe finally given the chance to be a star because if this does not, I mean, this just brings me back to Big Little Lies, which through 2 seasons had no idea what to do with her character Bonnie and just totally sidelined her right through 16 hours or whatever it was. With this, it's like, yeah, she's just kind of a magnetic presence on screen from the get go, whether that's interacting with the cast or even doing the confessional talking to the camera stuff, a la the 2000 movie. So it's just more confirmation of everyone who I think kind of been clamoring for her to get more work for some time, and we'll be getting her next year as Catwoman in the Batman, and I think that's perfect casting.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And after seeing the Pattinson Batman suit, how are you feeling? You like how it looks?
Yeah, I'm not one who gives really much of a shit about superhero movie costumes as long as the movies are good. But yeah,
Yeah.
looks cool.
The
Shout out my guy Rob.
the bat is made out of guns apparently. Very
Yeah,
interesting.
whatever.
Um how did you feel about the supporting cast in this, right? So it's a lot of people that I don't think anyone has really heard of except for Jack Antonoff making one brief appearance and Debbie Harry also making a brief appearance, but Kingsley Benadir, who I think we've seen, but I can't really place where I've seen him, plays Russell or Mac. You got Jake Lacey as Clyde, Divine Joy Randolph as Charisse, who
Yeah,
I thought she was great.
yeah. I mean, we were big fans after Dolomite is my name.
Yep.
So when you're watching it, I was like, oh wait, I know this person is. This is great. Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah, I thought she was fantastic, kind of playing this, uh, I guess, an artist who hadn't made music yet and was getting kind of clowned on by her friends. Um, but every time she really got a chance to shine, like I thought she was funny. I thought she brought a lot of heart to the show and was kind of like the protector and like the loudmouth, but it never really got annoying or grated on me, which is
Right.
funny because it did grate on all the people in the show. And I also like that they gave Jake Lacey an episode where they explored his, his past relationships as a gay man and
Yeah,
Specific,
bottle episode.
obviously with one person, but I actually had to restart my Hulu at that point, or I had to pause it because I thought I had gone back to the last episode because the way the episode starts, it's
Yeah,
right
yeah,
where it starts in the middle.
right.
I was like, oh, what the fuck? But I thought that was cool. I guess one critique I'd have, I feel like they held a lot back, right? Because there's not like a ton of resolution at the end of this episode. Things are left pretty wide open.
Yep, that's true. Yep.
And I also feel like there's a lot of other themes they can explore in terms of like the world around them. I mean, they're in Brooklyn, very progressive. Uh, there's there's just a lot of like things left unsaid, and I don't know. I feel like they kind of held something back, like assuming they're getting a second season. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet, but I kind of wish they had given us maybe like 12 episodes and explored a
Huh,
little bit more.
interesting. Yeah.
Give me more.
Um, yeah, and it's not confirmed for a second season yet. You're right; it's definitely left open. Yeah, I mean, so this is like 5 hours in length. The movie's like 2 hours. So I think, just kind of modernizing and flipping the way the movie goes. There's a lot of like, I think, cool choices they make to just kind of expand and make the storytelling much richer. Like Javine Joy Randolph, she's basically playing the Jack Black character, but she gets more time to become a more developed character. Um, the the scene where Rob goes to her friend Katz, the Instagram influencer, and that's just a kind of a play on the Catherine Zeta-Jones small role in the original, but obviously modernizing it for today's world. Yeah, I think actually one of my favorite episodes is when Rob gets called up by Parker Posey to buy a cheating husband's record.
Mm-hmm.
That's apparently based off a deleted scene from the movie. And that
cool.
was another one that was pretty cool to see. Oh, and what's her name?
Rob?
No,
Debbie Harry?
The lead of Blondie makes the cameo.
Yep.
Yeah, in the movie that was Bruce Springsteen doing kind of the same thing. So all those
cool.
those kind of callbacks, I think, were really choice, and just kind of again bringing like dating into the modern stuff, right? Where there's more talk about read receipts and creeping on Instagram, and just kind of obvious. Oh, having phones. There's no smartphones in the original. The presence of Spotify in terms of creating playlists,
Yeah.
The takeover of brunch culture in New York City, I just kind of liked all these choices. So yeah, I think you're right that it's even if the soundtrack is really choice,
it is,
and that really helps hit with a lot of the moments. But you're right, there's not like any overwhelming resolution in terms of Rob's, I guess, role as a character. It was cool to see her have like a new love interest in this. That there's not really a version of that in the original. Actually, it was kind of funny too to see Rob hook up with the like the Harry Styles
Liam
dude. Yeah, that's funny because in the original, John Cusack hooks up with this singer who's kind of famous, and the singer is played by Lisa Bonet, aka Zoe Kravitz's mom. Right. So that was kind of funny and I guess strange, but yeah. Overall, I was a big fan of it. So I think bet's pretty safe. We'll get a second season. Interestingly, this was not produced by Hulu. It was produced by ABC, and originally was going to be for Disney Plus of all places, and that was scrapped. And Hulu jumped in, but Hulu is still under Disney now, so it's kind of all the same. So I think they'll give it a renewal because it's like it's actually a Hulu original show. It's not like a Hulu show by way of FX as we're going to be getting soon. So I think I'm hopeful for a second season, and it'd be cool to see again just these characters continue to get more drawn out. So we'll see.
Absolutely. Looking forward to hopefully getting a second season and exploring more. I loved how they did the episode with the playlist. I'd like to see more of that. And like you said, they had a great soundtrack. So if you want to check that out, go on Spotify. It's all there. Really fun to listen to that. I was surprised we didn't get any LCD sound system actually, because it's such like a Brooklyn thing. They actually go to Brooklyn Steel. I was like, they're definitely gonna end the season with New York I Love You. Like, there's no way they weren't, and then they didn't. I was a little disappointed, but maybe
Right.
season two.